Hi, Bill. Thanks for joining me, and I'm really happy to see you.
You betcha.
Let's jump into this and start with just asking, a little about you and your experience.
Yeah, I started out. My father and I started the business when I got out of high school in 1982. We uh, always liked to do design build electrical. So in 1995, I believe we got our first AutoCAD set up. Um, all self taught. I took it home one weekend and took me all weekend to draw a box. I figured, this is going to take a while. But we got through it. Been doing that since then. And then in 2017, um, Autodesk went to more of the subscription based um, for their programs. And then we were able to get into the collection of the construction collection, engineering collection, and had all these other options out there that it was would be nice to try. So I'd always heard about Revit being something of kind of a up and coming for us situation. So tried it out, and I really liked it. It just didn't fill out everything that we needed compared to AutoCAD.
What led you to start using the ElectroBIM? Was it just the lack of controls within Revit, or did you have a need that specifically called for it?
It was just we were using AutoCAD MEP, so it had a lot of smart features to it that I was used to, and Revit at the time was a little more, more just walls and windows and doors with a little bit of electrical. Using your product kind of helped get a little more functionality to it in the electrical side. Yours definitely, the design master took us to a level way above the AutoCAD side for doing the arc fault and fault current, things like that. We never had with at that time what the AutoCAD MEP had. It definitely pushed us to make Revit our full time use.
Was there any hesitation at all?
Once we figured out that this was the way we wanted to go, then it was just trying to find the products that fit the the direction that we wanted to take it. Now, Revit Design Master um, definitely, um, even on small projects, I'll throw together a little building um, and use that, to create a BIM project, and then use your products to actually um, get what we want out of it. And I've I've almost forgotten how to use AutoCAD. It's just reached that point. And then on a side note too, I brought in one of my guys from the field who has zero AutoCAD experience, and we put him into the Revit to get him started. And it was so easy just to tell him, you're not drawing, you're building. And he took right off with it. It was very easy to get him versus trying to learn all of the AutoCAD side. So, um, and we just bought a second seat to put on his of Design Master so he can continue moving forward with what he's doing with Revit.
So you wouldn't say there was a huge learning curve to picking it up?
Let's say it was easier for him to learn it from zero than it was for me to unlearn all of the AutoCAD stuff and then learn the Revit stuff. First it's getting used to Revit and how to deal with that, and then with yours, it's actually pretty simple once you kind of get used to going through all of the different areas that you can look at, and the way you've expanded it. It's been great.
Was there a particular need or problem? Anything in particular that made you look at the software?
It was the panel schedules kind of were what started it. Be able to come up with a little more diverse calculations and things like that, versus some of the other third party things and then the base Revit that we were looking at. Yeah, and once we figured out that this was the direction, and it definitely trying to find that product, and yours checked all the boxes. Going with your product and having it basically build it as you go. I really like that.
Any other features that you find overly beneficial?
The things that we used with yours, I still feel like we haven't opened all of the things that we need to do. I mean, I use yours for kind of streamlining feeder sizes and things like that versus what you get from Revit. I think we haven't really pushed the branch circuit side as much as we should with Design Master, and I'd like to do more of that. But as far as creating services, the the one line generator, it's been awesome for what we've been able to send out to our suppliers to get pricing and stuff like that.
So do you feel like it's impacted the quality of the designs?
Oh, it's definitely helped the quality of the design. Like when we compare ourselves to the other contractors in our area, I think there's a lot of them that claim to be design build, and you hear through the grapevine about what they're actually providing, and it's not design build. It's marking up PDFs, and that's their design build. You know, I don't know everything they do, but I feel like we're so far out there in the world that people are starting to figure out that we're true design build. You know, being able to do art flash and for a customer, we do that. We've done a couple of those for some of our customers in the area. That industrial, this area is one of the main Apple production areas in the country. So a lot of that they have to do. You have to go through their plants and do art flash studies and things like that. And we're not an engineer. We don't have an engineer on staff, but being able to plug in the info into Design Master, I could not do it any other way. There's just no way I would have the capability to do that. So it's definitely helped in that aspect. And then we just in our everyday projects, then all of a sudden we can give them the art flash and just have that, right on our panels with the calculations we get from Design Master.
Well, you're certainly more of an expert at it than I am. So, would then that being said, is there anything about the software that maybe I haven't asked that you just want to include?
No, we really enjoy it, and yeah, look forward anytime you guys do updates. I'm very enthused about what it could be. So,
You're an early adopter. As soon as we update, you
oh
jump right on
yeah,
it.
yeah, I do. I enjoy that to see
Good,
what new little trick things are out there.
good to know. All right, Bill. Well, again, I really want to thank you for talking to me, and certainly if we can ever do anything for you, you just let us know.
You bet.
All
Appreciate
right,
it.
thanks,
Thank
Bill.
you.